Hi and welcome to this video. We're talking about setting up a lab environment to run Centrify Privilege Service customer hosted. As you know, Privilege Service, you can get it as a SaaS solution or you can host it yourself, but it requires high availability. So if you're looking at this video, you may be looking at setting up your own lab for this. And this video addresses storage, right? So I'm going to show you two ways you could do this. For example, what we need is basically we need two disks that can be used by Windows failover clustering, right? And we can leverage many technologies. If you happen to have hardware, better. But if you don't have hardware, we can use iSCSI, right? And I'm going to show you first how you can get it done with FreeNAS. The link is already on the blog, but ultimately what I created was a portal that pointed to my system. I created this machine and I gave it a name, FreeNAS, just to be very explicit. And then I created an initiator. Notice that I'm not using a lot of security here. This is a bad practice. You need to make sure that you have authentication, right? And I created a target, and that target was associated with two disks that I added to my VMware image here. And that's pretty much it. Ultimately, I was able to use iSCSI initiator and connect to those targets. Notice that it's already connected. And if I open this management, you will see that I have basically two disks, a 10 gig disk and a 3 gig disk, right? You can do exactly the same using Microsoft tools. You could add the file and storage services right here. And then you can add additional services like the ability to host a VHD disk and iSCSI target. So I could actually connect to this additional server and get the same services. For example, if I were to connect, and in this case, my target has to be enabled, which I disabled before. And now I should be able to just connect. And notice here's my target. And notice that I have pretty much almost the same infrastructure. The only difference is that this one is formatted, right? So in this lab, I've decided to make my data disk the E drive. This is not necessarily final because when you create the cluster, this may be scrambled. But my witness disk is going to be the F drive. I'm going to end up doing this with FreeNAS in the following videos. But ultimately, the operation is this: you need to create a new volume, right? So, for example, a simple volume will be fine. And in this case, I'm going to assign the letter G. This is going to go away later, so I can do this formatting. This will actually do the same as well. Let's just make this one online. Initialize the disk. Simple volume. That's fine. There you have it, and I have my 4 disks with different technologies. I'm only going to use 2, but you can also do it with ONTAP, NetApp as well. And I've included a link, and I'm hoping that this is helpful for you.